Hello angels, welcome back to the Cosmic Tailor. If you are new here, hi, I am Taylor, here to tailor you to your highest timeline. And today, I just finished doing a very interesting reading. I was not expecting it to come through the way that it did. About sobriety. Interesting, right? Anyway, and now, Spirit was like, come back, go do your own thing, come back, and then we'll do another reading. Three of Wands energy. This is the energy that we were talking about. And I ended up going outside to ask my sibling and my cousin, hey, do you guys know this one audio from the last reading that I was hearing? And they were like, no, I have no clue what that is. And I was like, okay, well, that's fine. And I remembered, because I went outside, oh, I need to harvest my lavender. So I went and I cut all my lavender things. Well, not all of it, I just pruned it. And I washed it all and I laid it all out on some paper towels and I dried them a little bit. And now they're all laying out on a cookie sheet right now, drying, where they're going to be for the next like 1 to 2 days, 111 on the timer. And then I'm gonna, bundle them up, dry them out, and then I'm gonna use it like for my practices. 1, 2, 3 on the timer. 7 of Cups. I also was hearing right when I sat down, yeah, what is that song called? Don't Worry, Be Happy. Duh. That's the energy I was getting. 7 of Cups. Yeah, this is interesting because usually whenever I look at the 7 of Cups, she looks really distraught to me, but right now she's looking a little happy. She's looking a little like whimsically up, right? She's like, oh my gosh, I have these so many like cool fishies like flying around me right now, like. And Spirit is like, you get to pick one. You get to take one home. 222 on the timer. Oh my god, you get to take one home. And we have the 7 of Swords in the reverse, which is interesting because usually that talks about having to own up to something, but the universe is saying you get to take one home because of your divine authenticity. Which is interesting because like you wouldn't usually use the 7 of Swords for divine authenticity. That's interesting. Spirit, what's the story here? We got 7-7 out here right now. Oh my god, 7-7-7. Lucky. You're lucky. I'm hearing Lucky Girl era. Page of Wands and its general energy with the Ace of Cups and its general energy and the Hermit in the reverse. Coming out of your age of wisdom to come into your age of, I'm hearing lessons, and then immediately afterwards I heard naivety. Interesting. Yeah, it's like you are getting to a point where you're being kind of pushed out of, 6 of Swords energy, the Devil energy. Interesting. 2 of Coins in the reverse, and the 6 of Cups in the reverse. Dang. Well, let's just focus on the 2 of Coins onward. Yeah, there's something here about how like you're being pushed out, right? Because with the 6 of Swords and the Devil energy, it's like it's like you're being repelled. You notice how there's like on this card there's this person that's all in the white and it's like a skull, like death, and then there's 2 people here, right? It's like you're this being right here. This I'm hearing this ancient wisdom. Interesting. Maybe you came into a lot of new revelations, into a lot of new wisdom throughout your time on this journey, or maybe you started just connecting a lot more deeply with yourself. And you realized a lot more things about, like, specifically devil energy, specifically being in the devil energy. You learned a lot about devilish people, about devilish ways, about manipulation, about, that's interesting, I heard taxation. Yeah, because you learned a lot about what it is to be taxing and what it is to be taxed, right? You know, you went through a lot of lessons of being, like, deserving and owing, right? And it's like you're coming out the other end with like this understanding that like these balances, these relationships can be and will be heavily hello, heavily manipulated. I was about to say mutilated. Whew. If people take the opportunity to do so. That is interesting. So, what? This energy is so weird because I feel like I'm only like reading like the dirt underneath it. I want to know more. I want to know what's on the surface. I want to know what's like what's been growing up, what's been sprouting up from this. The Seven of Swords and the Six of Swords both have the crescent moon. It's like this one phase of your life happened like that, you know what I mean? This like happened very quickly. This entire process of you moving and getting to this place of joy, right? And getting to this place of being able to choose your next divine path, your next divine alignment. Interesting. Okay. I was confused. I was like, is this our energy? And Spirit was like, read the energy. The Devil energy, you learned that a lot of people were willing to trade in their emotional integrity, like not only to themselves but to other people. They were willing to sacrifice their empathy, their kindness, their understanding, their love. Empress energy. They were willing to sacrifice their divine feminine energy, all for the sake of, oh my god, that's so interesting because like it's the Six of Wands in the reverse. Oof, and the Hierophant in the reverse, all for the sake of like trivial success, you know, of being seen and presented as the success and being seen and presented as this like winner, right? And with the Hierophant in reverse, this person or these people that you were learning from or that you learned from, right? In this devil phase, right? Ugh, sorry, my back hurts so bad for some reason. Ugh. I'll probably, like, I don't know, do some stretches or something after this. That'd be nice. Do some stretches, maybe I'll go on a walk. But with the Hierophant in the reverse, too, it's like all for contracts or fulfilling contracts or clearing checks is what I'm hearing. So that they can be presented as a successful person from the outside looking in. But because all of these things were sacrificed in order to get to that, with this, confirmation burp, with the Six of Wands in the reverse and the Hierophant in the reverse, these people, like, it wasn't a win, you know? Maybe everybody looked at them and was like, oh wow, they're winning. But internally, they were not winning. They were not winning, bruh. Not winning. Look at that Empress energy. Oh! And she's running. She's running. She's running to the Page of Wands, to the Ace of Cups, yeah. To this new timeline. It's like all of your divine feminine energy in which was harvested, manipulated, bought off of, taken, right? Because I told you before, you know what it's like to be taxed now. People were taking from you exponential rates than what they were giving you, right? Oh my gosh. Natija Cave once said in one of her readings, every single time I touch my nose, that's my spirits telling me that I'm on the nose. And I'm like, every time I touch my nose now during a reading, that's all I can think. But yeah, it's like all of these things that they were taking from you, that they were taxing from you, that they were, I'm hearing subjugating, but that's not the word. Siphoning from you, that they were like sucking out of you, is like returning to you quickly. Whew. I'm gonna make lavender extract, I think. Well, I should first probably find out if the lavender that I have is safe to do that. But yeah, look at that. Queen of Swords energy. You learned discernment like crazy through this cycle. You learned discernment. You learned how to be so discerning. And so like, what's that word? Curious. You are allowing yourself to be curious. Oh, the moon energy. Yeah, you were allowing yourself to be curious and to find out what life really was like and see what the other side of the moon was, you know? King of Cups in the reverse with the Knight of Swords. Yeah, you were training to become more intelligent throughout this process, right? But in that same exact breath, you are not sacrificing your heart. You are not sacrificing your integrity. You are not sacrificing your truth. You continued to express those things openly, which taxed you a lot, okay? People took a lot from you because of that. And this person, oh my god, I just got a Cinemark freaking email, and it's like, see what's new, rewards. Woohoo! I love that. Ooh, okay. See, and that's exactly what's up. You're like on this new timeline of like reaping your rewards. 11:11 on the timer. You're here to reap the benefits of what you've worked for. You're here to you're here for your reward. You're here for your reward, for real. And that's what's up with the 7 of Cups. Spirit is like, you get to pick one. You get to pick one and you get to take it home with you. And that is the reward for your integrity, to your authenticity. And with this King of Cups in the reverse too, while you were learning, they were like, I'm hearing shitting all over themselves. Ooh. That's not great. That's crazy. Spirit just told me some tea. Well, it's my tea, and I don't like spilling my tea, thanks. 12 on the timer. I prefer sipping it and then pissing it down the toilet once I'm done with it. Anyway. That's just me, though. I know other people aren't like that. It's just because, like, what's the point? You know what I mean? It's just like what's the fucking point? Like, 1, 2, 3, 4 on the timer. Yeah, like it's one of those things where why even look back? 9 of Wands energy. Just keep moving forward. There's no need to like look back and regret the past. Sure, reflection is important, but there is a difference between reflecting and then just always looking behind you while walking backwards. Like, that's not making the progress that you think it is, because you're missing everything in the moment and everything that's ahead of you. You need to be focused on what's ahead of you if you want to better understand the things that happened before you. You know what I mean? It's called reflecting for a reason, because you need what's ahead of you and you need what's behind you, 13 on the timer, in order to show a mirror of what happened, and like so you can fully understand the entirety of the situation and the complexities of the situation. You know what I mean? I just knocked these off and it revealed the 8 of Coins, and we have Judgment, oof, the 6 of Cups, Justice, and the King of Coins. Judgment was called on some kind of connection with this devil, and the Justice is coming through against this King of Pentacles. The judgment is that they, not King, I was gonna say King of Swords, that's crazy. Emperor, 5 of Cups in the reverse, Tower in reverse. This person, the judgment call is crying over spilled milk. Crying over the fact that you missed out, honestly, like that. Spirit literally just said to me, losing you is punishment enough. Like, that is punishment enough. And, like, a lot of people might be like, no, it's not. But, like, you don't understand. You have no idea how much you affect people. You have no idea how much you affect people. You don't get it. You are like a substance. Oh, damn! Damn! I just did a fucking reading on that, dude. Literally in the same exact session, in the same exact freaking... Oh my god. Today. Oh my god, that's crazy. 14:41 on the timer. Holy shit. Oh my god. Okay. So yeah, but like, it's this kind of energy where you're kind of finally moving out of this hermit mode. You know what I mean? You're actually like allowing yourself to move into a new space and new phase of life. And Spirit is saying like we're kind of pushing you out and like shoving you there because you move very, very slowly. You are, once again, like this is something that this like collective seems to be very adamant on. Very slow movement, right? Very, very slow movement. Very, very intentional movement. You're very intentional with the steps you take, intentional with your words, intentional with the way that you interact, that you speak, the way that you exist, for real. The way that you exist. I'm gonna do another reading after this. Because one of my decks is like yelling at me right now. Or I can go get it. Hold on. Alright, I am back. I actually ended up burning some incense. Fun fact, collective, this is actually the second tarot deck I've ever owned. The White Newman, a Sacred Animal Tarot, and I love it. My first deck, I ended up actually losing, like, connection with it. Like, it no longer resonated with me, and it didn't, every time I tried to read from it, it didn't click, it didn't connect. And so I, like, and it was like that for months and months and months and months. And so I was like, I need to give it to somebody that can use it, right? And so I ended up giving it to my sister. And sometimes she calls for me now. And I'm just like, I gotta remember to use you in a reading soon. And yeah. It's the Affirmators Tarot, by the way. That was my first ever deck. Okay, spirits. Queen of Swords and Queen of Wands. Yes, okay. Yes. Yes, ma'am. Yes, Divine Feminine. See, and yeah, like, two other cards fell out before, right? And it's the Two of Wands with the Magician in the reverse. Like, this person, whoever this Queen, this King of Cups, Queen of Cups, and Knight of Cups in reverse person is, whoever this Hierophant in reverse is, whoever this Magician in reverse is, they are really fumbling the opportunity to choose something different. To choose something different. Temperance. Five of Pentacles with the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, dude. Like, you can't, I'm hearing you can't get to the Queen of Pentacles without going through the Five of Pentacles. You know what I mean? You have to go through the struggle in order to win. It's the hero's journey. I'll look at it, but no promises that I'll keep it. We have the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Three of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, Four of Pentacles in reverse, Ten of Pentacles, the Hermit, Queen of Cups, Nine of Wands in the reverse, Seven of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Four of Swords in the reverse. Holy fucking shit. Okay. There's a lot of really, like, pentacle energy. Like I said, you move really, really slow, collective. While you were going through these lessons, like, people might have, like, made you up to be a traitor. Because you were working and collaborating with other people, but the entire thing is, like, you had to cut off those ties. You had to say goodbye to that, because the Seven of Swords in this deck compared to the Seven of Swords in this deck, look at the difference. This is someone stealing, run away, thief in the night. This is somebody that's getting killed for who they are or for actions that they've taken. But the question is, like, have they really done anything wrong? Exactly. That's what's up for questioning right now. Like, this person is having to somehow defend their actions in their case with you, right? By saying and claiming that what you did was wrong, right? And you're just moving on with your life. The Four of Pentacles in the reverse, it's like you are actively allowing yourself to... I'm burning some incense right now, by the way. It's cherry blossom. Yeah. You started moving in a way that didn't make you feel heavy, that didn't make you feel neglected, that didn't make you feel trapped, that didn't make you feel stuck. You moved in your abundant energy, Ten of Pentacles. You started moving in your, I'm hearing you started moving in your free will, you know? And it put you in the Hermit energy. The fact that we have the Hermit out here twice, and the Seven of Swords out here twice, and the Eight of Pentacles popping out twice. And, you know, we have the Queen of Cups out here, but in the upright. You learned to be true to your soul, to your heart, you know? And, like, look at the difference between these two queens. Like, she's big, right? She's so big that whales are tiny, and she can hold entire giant freaking ships like it's nothing. This queen just has her cup, and that's all she needs. That's all she needs. She doesn't need anything more to, like, prove her divinity, you know? And it's like, it's serving this energy of, like, I'm hearing covered in sea foam. Like, you're in this energy of just, like, being true to yourself, being authentic with yourself, being, like, expressive of who you really are. You're not feeling like you need to show up and show out as this big extravagant something, right? King of Cups. Yeah. Divine union of self is what I'm hearing. Like, you're literally just in divine alignment within yourself right now. And Eight of Wands. They're caught up in chaos. You've learned to move with the flow of chaos. 2112 on the timer. You've learned to move with the flow of your energy and the way that your energy flows through chaos. You know what I mean? It's like, if one of these snakes was gold, that snake would be your energy, and that energy is what you would follow through the rest of this chaos to get out unscathed. That's the thing with these people, though. They're not built like that. They are not built like that. And we have the Seven of Pentacles with the Four of Swords and the Nine of Wands all in the reverse. You literally just, you saw no reason more to invest in these people, to wait on these people, to hope and dream for these people. Like, you literally just, you needed to move on. You needed to move on. Eight of Pentacles with the Ace of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse of the Ace of Pentacles, because you needed a new opportunity. You needed a new chance, a new start somewhere the fuck else. With somebody the fuck else, or somebody's the fuck else. Queen of Swords, a Hierophant in reverse, Ten of Wands in the reverse, Page of Swords. Exactly. You're just not allowing yourself to carry other people's burdens anymore for the sake of being satisfied with a friendship that, in the end, ultimately does not benefit you. I love how I said friendship, because this is, like, really serving, like, it really has been serving friendship, but it's, like, also serving coworkers or things like that. Maybe this is, like, one of those workplaces that you were working at, or somewhere that you were, like, just spending a lot of your time to get money, because there is a lot of pentacle energy out here, where they were like, we're like a happy family here. Yeah, no. Moving on. That's what I heard. Moving on. Battery sufficiently charged. That's all you've been doing. You've just been charging up, getting yourself ready, getting yourself going so you could get to where you really want to be. While these people, ultimately, like, success is not what is on your mind, you know? And these people, that's the only thing that's been on their mind. So you're both in Six of Wands energy in the reverse, but you're in Six of Wands energy in the reverse, where it's like, I don't really give a fuck for celebrating this, actually. And they're in the Six of Wands reverse, where it's like, I'm everything, look at me. I'm hearing the song, oh my god. Is it, I think it's Disney Princess, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know why I said 6, but 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 might be significant to you. 2, 3, 4, 5 on the timer. I'm Disney Princess by Melanie Martinez, where she's like, come on, worship me, I'm perfect. Yeah. Los Angeles, turn on your TV, come on, worship me, I'm perfect. Three of Cups with the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. They wanted the connection without the work, without the progress, without the movement. And you said, no! The High Priestess with the Four of Wands. Exactly. You knew that there was better elsewhere. There was something more stable somewhere else. That there was something that was more fruitful somewhere else. So you moved on. You said goodbye. You weren't going to do it. And honestly, Slay. Slay collective. Slay the day away. Is there anything else you want to say, Spirit? Is there anything else you want to share? Oh. I keep hearing no, and then something comes out. The moon. That's the energy you're in. You're allowing yourself to learn more, see more, like, be in the unknown, you know? Because, like, the first step to learning and becoming the I know is first admitting I don't know. You know what I mean? Six of Swords, King of Pentacles. You said goodbye, you divested, you're moving on, you're moving forward, you're rebalancing yourself, Queen of Wands energy. You're getting back in what you know you deserve, while they, the Emperor in reverse, are continuing to fall, trying to control something that ultimately isn't gonna work. Page of Swords. Come here. Come here. Come here. Empress energy in the reverse too. That's interesting. Page of Swords. A story, a narrative that isn't true or accurate. It's interesting that the Empress is coming out and the Queen of Swords is coming out. It's like people are realizing that they are manipulative. That the reason why you moved beyond them is because they chose the devil energy and to stay in the devil realm. You chose to move on to divinity, to reach the moon. Period. I love you so much for being here, angels. Thank you so much for being here. If you liked this, please like, share, comment, subscribe, do all those wonderful things. And if you are interested, it is always appreciated but never required. I do have my Cash App in my bio, so if you would like to tip me, I would really appreciate it. But you being here is enough. So thank you so much for being here. I love you so much. I hope I will see you in the next one. Bye.